And so, the Ranma 1/2 comedy roast continues. In our last video, we witnessed the abysmal hell that is my personal top 10 through 6 worst episodes of Ranma 1/2. Just to recap, at number 10, SOS, The Wrath of Hapasai. Number 9, Moose Goes Home to the Country. Number 8, Goodbye Girl Type. Number 7, Cool Runnings, The Race of the Snowmen. And at number 6, The Mixed Bath Horror. As bad as those episodes are, these next episodes are so stinky farty smelly that they leave those in the dust. Be prepared to delve into the absolute worst that Ranma 1/2 has to offer. But once again, be warned, this video will contain opinions. Well, here goes. It's my personal top 5 worst episodes of Ranma 1/2. In the beginning, Ranma 1/2 had its share of nudity, but it was always a playful kind of nudity. It's there, it's staring you in the face, but it's done tastefully and doesn't make you feel like a perv for seeing it. Then Hapasai came along and all that went out the window. This episode is called Bathhouse Battle. We're in some hot water now. It may as well just be called nudity. Here's the plot. Ranma and Hapasai go to a bathhouse. Hijinks ensue. That's it. They introduce the ridiculous concept of bathhouse food to excuse it, but this episode is a bizarre fulfillment of some invisible hornball quota for nudity in Season 2. I'm having trouble compiling clips for this video since all of them seem to have some full frontal boobage and assage. Don't you wish they used the effort that was wasted on this episode to do something more worthwhile? Like introduce a new character from the manga? Let me introduce you all to Genji Hata, formidable new disciple to the Tendo Dojo. What does he do, you ask? Well, he... Goody-goody attitude aside, there may not be a more vapid, empty vessel in the Ranma universe than Genji Hata. Often I wonder why they bothered with this episode. Maybe in Japan he was a special guest celebrity voice. Maybe a fan won a contest to design a new character. I don't know what the deal with Genji is. All I know is that in this episode, he walks in, takes over, and everybody kisses his ass like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, sure, we didn't know a lot about Ranma Saotome in the beginning. But you see, after that first episode, he came back for a second episode, and we learned a little bit more about him. A one-hit wonder like Genji should make an impact fast, and that he did not do. I mean, just look at Iguma Torajiro. He was in the episode which preceded this suckfest. He was a one-hit wonder, and he did it right. He made you remember him. As for Genji, he's a random creator wrestler that you'll likely forget the second I'm through speaking. I guess that you could say that I am a Genji Hata.
Yes, sir. My name's Genji Hata. I'm not sure I'm worthy, but, well, I'm hoping you'll accept me.
Well, could it sound any more like he's reading this off a script? We are now officially knee-deep in the big stinky. When it comes to Hapasai, I have an extremely low tolerance level. In this episode, Into the Darkness, Hapasai takes over yet again, as the entire crew are sucked into his demented dream world. Now, if we were to be trapped in the dream world of any Ranma 1/2 character, Hapasai would absolutely be my last choice. But nonetheless, here we are, and if you happen to forget, Hapasai will remind you, again and again ad nauseum.
Get out of my dream! Don't you know this is my dream? You're in my dream! Don't forget this is my dream, sweetie. You can't escape my dream. Welcome to my nightmare! This is my dream. My dream. You're in my dream. It's like I said, you're in my dream. I just had a little dream. I got any piece in his own dream.
Okay, we get it! God, I can say in all seriousness that as annoying as Hapasai is, this episode trumps any other episode he's been in. This is Hapasai at his most irritating. To see Hapasai with so much control over our heroes, you just want to reach into the television set and strangle his wrinkled little throat. And perhaps worst of all, Old Happy's creepo meter went through the roof, after he said this line.
Hey, these are mine.
Ha! That's right, why you'll find every single pair you've ever worn, including a few diapers.
So he's also a pedophile and a fecophiliac. There's nothing funny about that. It's just plain sick. I hate this episode. The absolute worst thing to do to somebody is to build up a bunch of hype and then have absolutely no payoff. Such is the case with this putrid episode, The Matriarch Takes a Stand. As for what I think about Sentaro Daimonji and his grandmother, I'm not the biggest fan. I think they're kind of boring and way overexposed. In this particular episode, everybody is in fear because the matriarch has announced she is going to take a stand. Against what? Who knows? Quite honestly, I could give a flying fuck. All I know is that for almost a half hour, the whole cast is running around like chickens with their noodles cut off, worrying about it like it's the coming of the apocalypse. And when that time is over, you'll be real sick of the phrase, take a stand.
Takes a stand.
Take a stand.
Take a stand.
Take a stand.
Grandmama, stand.
Take a stand.
Take a stand. Take a stand. Take a stand.
Taking a stand.
Taking a stand. Take a stand. Taking stands.
Take a stand. The matriarch stands.
Take a stand.
16, wow! That's a lot for a half-hour episode. Well, finally, at the end, the big secret is revealed. The matriarch stands up. To take a stand means to stand up. It kills me that I had to watch this whole episode again to make this video. It's even worse when you know it's coming. All that for a bad joke. Actually, that doesn't even qualify as a joke, not even a pun. I'm guessing this one lost something in translation.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the number one worst episode
With Ranma 1/2, you have to suspend a certain degree of disbelief. It is grounded in reality somewhat, albeit with a lot of weirdness going on in the background. When the weirdness takes over, however, the show ultimately suffers, and with this episode, Fight! The Anything Goes Obstacle Course Race. How's that for redundancy? You know, this kind of thing may work for Urusei Yatsura, but in Ranma 1/2 it's grossly out of place. It's so random it's just plain stupid, and the animation is so bad you have to see it to believe it. In this clip, watch, Kuno's chin just totally disappears. See? He looks like an ostrich with a mouthful of chewing gum. Terrible animation was common in Season 3, so I'll shut up about this now. But don't worry, I have gobs more ammunition with this crummy episode. Let's start with the introduction. It basically goes like this. Ooh, Anything Goes Obstacle Course Race. I don't know. Winner gets to go to China. Let's go! The setup is literally that quick. As part of this obstacle course, our heroes go underground and have to run through a prehistoric world ripe with dinosaurs, volcanoes, its own sun and sky. I'd like to think if such a thing existed, they'd be doing more with it than using it for some lame obstacle course. And you'd think our heroes would be the slightest bit surprised to see real live dinosaurs. Nope, doesn't faze them in the slightest. For them, it's just another day in the hood. And then there's the part where Ranma and Ryoga get trapped in quicksand.
Look, what the heck is that?
It's a giant antlion.
What a thing to just blurt out! If I were Ranma, I'd be like, a giant what? Oh, and look how bad the Bakusai Tenketsu looks. Good grief, man! Oh, that was just pathetic. The reasons to abhor this episode are too numerous to count, and I know there are some out there who may disagree with me. I don't see how, but anyways, in my opinion, the other episodes don't even come close to how bad this one is. In Season 3, the episodes just progressively got worse and worse, and this stinker was the coup de grace that almost caused me to stop watching Ranma 1/2 altogether. Thank God these problems were rectified in the 4th season. Ladies and gentlemen, the worst episode ever.